Well, it's been a minute since I played this, and kind of appropriate regarding the season. We're in a nice Eldritch Winter Wonderland. Hey everybody, hope you're doing well. So yeah, the Dredge DLC. I know this has been like over a month late regarding playing this, but I've been wanting to do this for a hot minute because, I mean, I streamed the whole game, as you all know, and I really liked it a lot, and I learned some time ago that they were doing DLC, and I got it, but I was in the middle of playing a lot of other things, and I didn't want to just take a break from it real quick, but the break is taken, and now we're doing some Dredge in the DLC. And I think this adds a whole new island, whole new areas to sail to. A whole new place to sail to alongside a bunch of new fish, new biomes, new characters were also added as well. One of which I learned was actually a character that paints your boat a different color. Because I guess one of the things that people wanted was just the ability to customize. I don't know where this character is, though. I'm gonna check on something real quick, though. Yeah, we got a camera. I have no real idea how to access this new place, though. That's the thing. So we'll see. But the beauty of this DLC is that it can be accessed no matter where you are in the vanilla game, which is wonderful because, you know, on this file specifically, I'm at the end game. I'm at the point where we find out that the fisherman and the collector are the same person. So, yeah. My storage. Ah, there you are. Ah, the fisherman. I thought you might stop by. Welcome to my humble studio. If you're wanting to, experiment with some decorations. Yes, I'm the person to talk to. What sort of decorations? I can attach flags and bunting to add some style to your boat. I have a design here already that you might like. If you find any others on your travels, bring them back to me and I can rig them up for you. Ah. So I find more stuff as I sail around. Of course, I can also add a splash of color to your hull. I'm sorry to say that my selection of pigments is limited at the moment. Help me find more pigments? He thinks for a short while. The other day down by the shoreline, I saw a strange crab with the most strikingly vibrant coloration. My knees aren't suited for clambering over rocks and chasing crustaceans, you see, but if you caught such a creature... He clears scraps of cloth and paper from his workbench, revealing a large pestle and mortar. With the right binding agent, we can grind them together for a new mixture. He turns back to you, a cunning plan formed in his mind. Fisherman, bring me some of those strange crabs. We'll turn your vessel into a work of art. But, for now. What can I help you with today? Deliver flag, paint boat. You don't seem to have any new flags. Wait, hold on. I skipped that. North of the Marrows. Paint boat. Hull of boat. Rusty red, seaweed green, sharp mint? I don't have the right pigment to make that color. Oh. Okay. So I need to get crabs for that. Blue depths, seaweed green. What does blue depth look like? And then roof. Let's do the same. Oh, wait, there's more colors. Oh. All right, well, now we know where the painter is. What do you do here? I can attach flags and bunting. Okay, I thought we had some more dialogue that we could get from him. Adjust bunting. I'm guessing bunting is the tires on my stuff. You know, still don't know what is up with the dock worker. The dock worker is standing motionless on the edge of the dock, staring down at the water. He seems paralyzed by fear at what he sees. Yeah, he's just stuck there. Now, north of the Marrows, the guy said. So, near Steel Point, potentially. But yeah, I'm glad the some new DLC came out for this, because I'm really glad that this game has gotten a lot of attention and care, because it's very good. I really like it. What can I do for you? Ask about the wider region. Nothing new for that. And Lighthouse Keeper does not have anything besides the book. Still am not used to how fast my boat is. And for those wondering, since you're hearing the sounds, yeah, I'm using keyboard and mouse for this because I just prefer how it controls regarding my steering and everything. It feels easier to control for me to have that kind of turning ability. Oh, it's south, not north. Oh, I see. Well, a lot of what I see regarding the DLC says that it's roughly about, excuse me, 2.5 hours in length, which I'd say is a comfortably good chunk of content. So yeah, I wanted to finally give this a go since, as I said, I like Dredge a lot. I like this game. I love the way it looks. Its gameplay loop is nice and satisfying. It's just calming too. So yeah, I figured this would be an appropriate time to do it too, considering, you know, despite the warmth, it is in fact winter. How much money have I got? 4,000? I'm fine in terms of funds. Yeah, I'm like, on one hand, I'm very excited to give this new region a look, but on the other hand, I'm also scared because, like, the way that this game has designed its eldritch monsters has always been super intriguing, but what we could potentially run into in this new Icescape is some kind of thing-like monster, and it's like, oh man, I don't know, I'm giddy, but I'm also like, ah. All right, throw that to storage, because I want as much space freed up as possible. Excuse me for coughing. I've had a weird lump in my throat lately. And I still haven't found all of these scraps of paper. So, yeah. And okay, yeah. I thought I had all of them. I didn't remember if I had all of them or not, but I did remember getting a good chunk of the messages in the bottle, which I didn't really quite fully understand the story as I was going through the game when I played it, but I had since looked up some things and sort of gathered together what the story was about after everything was said and done. So the wider story of Dredge is that a couple at one point had just gotten married, and they were super happy, and they had gotten a boat together, and the husband's a fisherman. He's renamed the boat, had a big old naming ceremony, and everything seemed to be going okay, but he wasn't letting his wife onto the ship very often, and was very paranoid about stuff at sea, you know, like rocks suddenly appearing out of nowhere, etc. And at one point, the husband and his crew pull up some kind of coffin with a book in it that, upon being opened, the sea just fucking went ballistic, and the fisherman's wife had been tossed overboard, and I guess the event had completely broken the psyche of the fisherman, and he just forgot the whole affair. Like, just intentionally forgot everything until he becomes the new fisherman of Greater Marrow, the place right here. And that's why a lot of the time in the game, some of the NPCs seem like they know you already, which, you know, is a bit of an intriguing prospect. So, yeah, that's the interesting fact about that. I also saw some other people play the game and came to realize that being insane or losing your sanity in the game, excuse me, losing your sanity in the game added a lot of extra parts to the world that I missed out on because I kept my sanity so low, which I was fine with, but on the other hand, I missed out on some potentially cool, scary stuff. Like, for instance, I think at Blackstone Isle, far over here, if you go insane enough, you discover some kind of, or at the very least, you see the silhouette of some kind of township or a building. And having that be the case, it's like, what's that? And I guess you go to it, but then it's either a monster or it's a gigantic rock that you crash your ship into. So I also discovered that those like the stones that have the markings on them that you could go and place your hand on in the map, yeah, turns out you can only really do something with those when you're insane. So yeah, I don't know all what those are or what they do, but that is what I know. But I just know now that the sanity plays for a lot more than just, oh, like birds will come by you and steal your stuff and rocks will pop up. Nope, there's way more to it than that, and I really regret not seeing them sooner, but what can you do? All right. There it is. I also learned that apparently if you go off map, in the world, the sea monster that eats you up at the end of the game eats you up if you try to go super far off the map. That's a sperm whale, I think. That nearly scared the shit out of me. Okay, here it is. This ice cap glacier kind of place. Down here to investigate the ice field too? It seems to have appeared out of nowhere. My best guess is that it drifted up from the south. Either way, I thought I should set up a pontoon. I keep meaning to say platoon, pontoon here. But when I went to stake my claim, I noticed some old equipment on the ice. Come and check it out if you want get a second. In the meantime, I've got some new rods for sale. They'll be perfect for fishing in the ice around here. Oh. Really? Well, I've got $4,000 in a dream. What have you got? Floating dock. Nope. Shipyard. Here we go. Okay, there they are. What are these? Barbed ice rod. It looks like glacial lance is what I want. I think I'm not gonna need any other. God. Oh, I'm gonna drink some water. All right. Now. Also, notice how much differently paced the, You know what? It probably would be better if I went and uninstalled this, threw that in storage, grabbed this. This might work. For now. If I need to swap things around, I'll swap things around. Alright, icy work site. The traveling merchant has crossed over to the nearby iceberg and is inspecting some old pieces of metal. You approach. It's so weird. The stuff seems old. Like, really old. She kicks a large sheet of metal, half embedded in in the ice, a thin layer of snow dislodges, revealing lines of riveted holes. And come in here. Look. You follow her into a small makeshift shelter ruined by years of harsh weather. Inside are some schematics nailed to a table, still barely legible. See how they angled these sheets and the lining of the metal around the bow? Whoever was here, I think they were constructing an icebreaker. Could you make another one using these plans? Probably, but let me see. She trudges outside again and paces out the length of the metal scraps on the ice. We've got most of the basic materials here already, but of course, we're missing the most crucial pieces. An icebreaker needs specially tempered angled metal as well as components designed to minimize the impact to your hull. I can't see any of those here, but whoever left all this stuff here, maybe they left out other pieces elsewhere. Or maybe you'll be able to find their old ship and salvage the icebreaker they already built. That would be convenient. Anyway, to build a new icebreaker, these parts are what we need. Okay. I don't have them. So my mission is to get an icebreaker, which is necessary. There's fish there. So I gotta do some exploring. But first, what have we got over here? Ooh. Icefish. One of the few vertebrates with transparent blood. Its glassy flesh blends with the surrounding ice. I wonder what your variant... Is that a real fish? It may be. And then boop. Okay. Crab pots can be quite profitable if you can find a good place to drop them. Just don't forget where you put them. Got it. Big money. All right, let's rest. All right. Let's check out... I got really freaked out for a second. I thought a train whistle in my town was... I thought a train was passing through. Okay, so that's just new music. More ice fish, probably? Yeah. Yep. God. This frog in my throat's really irritating me. Okay. Trophy. Yeah, I hope all you are doing well. I've been relatively okay. My break's been going fine. I definitely am getting some much needed sleeping in. Thawed. Ugh. I'm definitely getting the rest that I needed. Just getting to sleep in has been really good. Alright, I need to... Okay, so... Icebreaker will just be good for shortcut making. So, that's good to know. Are you gonna come near me? No? Cool. Alright, what's this? Toothfish. Okay. That is a ship. What is that? Hello? Fisherman! Oh, you! I didn't expect to see you this far south. Well, this is a fortunate turn of events. There's a narwhal somewhere in this ice field. I couldn't get any further in, so I've been trying to take a picture from here with no luck. I tried placing some scraps of fish on that ice sheet over there to entice it, but it didn't have enough to hold on. But I didn't have enough to hold its attention for long. I only caught a glimpse. I don't suppose you have any fish you could prepare to donate to the pursuit of wildlife photography. Fill the space with any fish you like. I can't imagine the narwhal is too picky. Sorry about that. Had a pretty violent coughing fit there. Ugh. I'm better now. I'm good now. So, how much fish do you need? There. There. Get to see a nice narwhal. There you go. That's perfect. Now cut your engines. We need to wait. We need to wait in complete silence. Oh, fuck. Shh, I think I hear something under the ice. That's not a narwhal! That is not a fucking narwhal! What on earth was that thing? I'm not sticking around to find out. Neither. Nope. Okay, so it's like a polar bear mixed with a narwhal. What kind of Avatar the Last Airbender creature is that? Okay. Thank God my boat's fast. Okay, so I guess that's how we find out about that thing. Okay. But knowing the eldritch creatures in this game, that thing probably shows up in the daytime too, which is not ideal. Yep, and she left. What is that? Ooh, message in a bottle. No, it's dredging. Oh, it's equipment. There we go. Oh, that's big. What's this? Sorry, had to mute again. This cough has been kind of hitting me hard. If it gets bad enough, I may go and get a fisherman's friend or a cough drop or something, because this is really persistent. A cold wind rustles through the doorway of the only cabin still standing. Behind it, a frozen over door. The frozen over dig site is littered with tools and debris. Alright, well, I can't fit jack shit in here, so all icebreaker stuff is... well, that can fit. Ice shard. I'll check the ice shard last. You enter the small cabin. The door long since fallen from its hinges. A rotting table sits inside. A A crudely drawn map of the area has been charted onto a scrap of paper. You attach it to your own map. A large book sits on the table. It's well worn from the passage of time, but you can still read the words Captain's Log etched into the cover. You open the book, its frozen spine cracking for the first time in decades. Which entry do you want to read? 1847? Wow. All right, let's go with first entry. Arrived at the floating sea ice amidst a particularly thick fog. A few channels could be seen leading into the ice, though sizable chunks flowed in our way, posing a hazard. I have ordered us to moor against the outer ice wall while the engineers make adjustments to better prepare the vessel. Which entry would you like to read? The vessel was pursued by a particularly aggressive narwhal. Some men placed fish on the ice nearby in an effort to distract it. It appeared to work, though only for a time. It resurfaced and needed satiating repeatedly. If we can't find a more permanent solution to the beast, we will have to make sure we keep enough fish on hand to placate it. Which entry do you... Oh! So basically, I'm not supposed to be selling my fish with this one. So I need enough fish on hand to get the thing to leave me alone. June 5th. As I lay falling asleep, the most almighty voice spoke unto me. It resounded from the thick ice below, at once both powerful and ethereal. There was no mistaking this as a trick of the wind or a jest by the crew. It did not pause for response or acknowledgement, but whispered a cryptic prophecy. At first, I could not make sense of it. 3 listeners shall hear the heart, and that I should indulge these listeners. It spoke of boundless wealth from the stars and eyes opening unto the world. The rest of my sleep was feverish, as my mind was plagued with the sound of the voices. It spun in my head, echoing ever louder. In the morning, the boatswain and the navigator came to me separately, claiming to have heard a sound like a heartbeat as the men were digging yesterday. What's a boatswain? What is a boatswain? What is a boatswain? A ship's officer in charge of equipment and the crew. Oh, okay, so kind of like the manager of the ship. I guess the captain would be more the manager of the ship. I'm guessing a boatswain is kind of more like the middle manager. I don't know. Ship terminology is weird. They indicated a desire to explore the eastern and western reaches of the ice field. I shall indulge them. Okay. So that's the... Oh, that's cute. It's like taped on. Okay, so west, east, south. And I need to keep fish on hand to keep whatever the fuck that thing is satisfied. And then ice shard. And after I read the ice shard, I'm gonna get a cough drop. I'm getting something for this cough. Light pierces through the ice, intensifying and concentrating into a glow in the center. A dark form takes shape against the light. Place an ear on the ice. A distorted voice echoes from within.
Don't disturb the ice.
Who are you?
Captain, the expedition, chart the ice field, appeared suddenly through the ice.
I love the little distortions through the ice in this art style. It's really good. What happened here?
It whispered promises, stones from the stars. It knew 3 would hear the heart beneath the ice.
The voice grows louder.
It commanded 3 listeners, 3 sacrifices for 3 eyes. I obeyed, but a 4th now sees forever futile.
The shadow is silent for a moment.
Slumbering still should leave. It sees you before it whispers.
Break the ice.
Do not risk breaking. It senses through the ice, through the shadows. No hope.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna go get a cough drop. Bad timing on this, I understand, but if I don't do this, I'm gonna get... This cough will just keep persisting and interrupting, so give me a moment. I'll be right back. And I'm back. Thank you for your patience, everybody. I have returned with a cough drop, appropriately, a fisherman's friend specifically. So, yeah, gotta love just how absolutely random this kind of shit is. So I'm looking for an ice pick. Well, first things first, I'm getting some fucking fish to keep that thing off my ass. Yeah, whatever that thing was that's chasing me, or that could be chasing them, that thing is not a narwhal. Like, narwhals are freaky, but they're not that freaky. Okay, let's really get a survey of things. That's dredging, ice fish. Am I hearing a heartbeat? Oh, shit. Let's head back to the spontoon for now. Now, the only thing is, So I know I'm supposed to have a bunch of fish on hand to keep that narwhal polar bear thing off of me, or distract it with it. But how do I go about doing that? Like, I have no idea what to do with that information. Also, Wow, you really can just see Marrow's lighthouse no matter where. Alright, well. Shipyard. Let's repair. I really can't tell her about the... What is this place? I'm not exactly sure yet, but I have a theory. Have you heard the legend of the Pale Reach? It's an old sailor's tale. The story goes that when the fog grows thick enough, the ice appears, seemingly out of nowhere. Hours later, or sometimes days, it vanishes again without a trace. Back in the olden days, they sent a survey expedition to investigate. Apparently it returned with half the crew, either from mutiny or madness. Travel on the high seas in those days will do that to you, I guess. Anyway, I'm not sure about this place. It could just be a regular old ice. Anything else you wanted to talk about? Alright, nothing new. Nothing else new. Oh. Let's get this out. There. Icy work site. And... Oh! So it's gonna be 3 pieces. I thought it was gonna be like 8. So... As that captain mentioned, there is a heartbeat that happens to go off. Or that the crew is hearing a heartbeat of some kind when going into the ice. And it seems like I could hear it too. Like, I thought it was part of the music. Nope, I could hear that plain as day. Alright, I don't want to risk going out at night. Oh wait, I didn't... Hold on. What was the encyclopedia on the... When did I get that? I don't remember. Is that a goblin shark? I think that is. Oh wow, a lot of new fish. What was this one? Thawed ice fish. Globs of flesh drip from this fish. Its departure from the icy waters causing an instant irreversible reaction. Ugh. Alright, let's rest. There's another icebreaker part. Ooh. Ooh. Astral ice fish. Neat. That actually looks really cool. There's the monster. Yep. I see you. Question is, I have no idea how to satiate it. You return to the shard of ice, a dark form shimmering within. Nothing. Is it still... Where'd it go? I don't see it. Okay, well, let me check the map. That's where I came from. What is that over there? Cannot zoom in any further. It's ice fish. It's another part. Problem is... Wait. Oh, wait. I think I'm supposed to place fish onto the ice or something to get the creature to destroy it. That's interesting. That's a little... Alright, well, let's go do that real quick, then. I don't know how I'm supposed to bait it, though. Banish, atrophy... Let's see if that does it. Nope, no prompt. Shit. More of the toothfish. I think maybe my boat's speed here is actually going to be a major detriment for me, potentially. Okay, so how am I supposed to get to that ice breaker part? Because it's trapped there, so there's no dice on that one. And that one's blocked off too. I'm guessing I may have to go south. Yeah, it may be the case. Yeah, one bit of hull damage. That's not going to hurt me that much. Maybe... Hold on now. Leave fish here would probably attract the monstrous narwhal. Oh. So I can't full-on avoid it when it's just around and everything, but I can do this. So I'm guessing the explosive situation won't really work the same way. In that case, go ahead and get one more. Just need to keep an eye out for a glowing narwhal-looking protrusion. Here we are. And... oh, I already had... no more fish will be on the pile. Yep, definitely narwhal polar bear-esque. That should keep it satisfied for at least a little while. Ah! So I throw fish in, and it does its thing, and then it gets like, alright, you're cool, you fed me. What the fuck? Alright. What in the fuck? Okay. That's new. Huh. Alright then. Oh, there's a dock. I can sleep here. Wonderful. I'm gonna try... what night fish have we got in this spot? Guessing this is oceanic? Nope, just ice. It's a goblin shark. Yeah, you want to see a freaky-ass fish, that's one of them. Goblin sharks are one of the craziest-looking fish that you can see alongside the angler and the blob. You dock against a small platform of ice formed around a gigantic clawed hand. You are not the first to find this place. Remnants of a long-abandoned camp litter the ice. Frozen equipment. There are very few pieces that still remain. Whoever made camp here was poorly prepared. Inside a small bag, you find a leather-bound journal. Which entry would you like to read? June 4th. The men spent the whole day digging. They passed up chunks of ice, some as brilliant as crystal, others of a deepest blue more beautiful than sapphires. But none held the glow we had seen in the night. However, I did note a disturbance in the ice to the west. It began as a periodic distant rumble. As the men dug deeper, the pulsing quickened, strengthening until I could see the ice shifting on the surface. I shall have to inform the captain. It may well be that narwhal creature we saw earlier, though it did seem much larger. As I write this, I can hardly feel my eyes closing. We'll have to wait until the morning. Okay. June 7th. This morning, the captain appeared out of the fog, rowing alone. Apparently, the boatswain remains at the camp in the east, waiting for nightfall. They were unsuccessful in their search, but it does make sense that the lights would be more visible at night. Tomorrow, we journey together to the west, towards the shifting ice that I reported. Okay, so west seems to be a pretty significant direction. Okay, so this is actually a clawed hand. It is not like a weird ice formation. And then June 8th. We are alone on a small island of ice. After hours of rowing through narrow channels, it rose through the fog. A gargantuan, monstrous claw reaching from the deep. Whatever creature it once belonged to must be long dead, as the claw is frozen solid. I want to turn back immediately, but the captain insisted we investigate. He is on edge, his head turning this way and that, listening for the slightest sound. He is convinced something will happen after dark. As the last light from the cold sun fades, I have the sense that it will be a long night. Okay, and then there's someone frozen here. An unnatural spire of ice stands among scraps of snowed-over equipment. A dark shape twists within. Place an ear. A voice calls out, distant and distorted.
Trapped forever. This prison. Get me out. Break it somehow. Free me.
Who are you?
The navigator. Find safe passage. Chart the ice. It came from beyond. Break it somehow.
Free me. What happened?
The digging. The cracked ice. Like a web. Awoke the ice heart. I told him. Whispers in the west took the boatswain. East returned alone.
The dark figure shudders, sending vibrations through the ice.
The next day, rode here. The captain saw the claws, gripped my soul. He insisted, made camp. Shadow of the beast. Waiting for the stars. In the night, I saw his shape. Suddenly, swallowed by the cold in the dark. He left me.
I don't have what I can use to break him out, but I can sleep. Okay. So I only have one goblin shark on me. That's not gonna satiate that thing. Right. Let's go this way. Please stop. Still debating on that turn-in speed. That's very, very strong. I don't know if this creature will actually care if the things that I give it is if trophy or not. Methinks it won't. Alright. So I need to keep an eye out for those red and white vents. Because that's where I can lure that creature over. If nothing else, something that I really like about this game is the fact that each of the eldritch monsters that you encounter is so different. Like, no one of them is the same as the other, which I find very cool. Yeah, like there's one right there. Question is, would it be a good idea, like... Let's see what's here. What can I do? I'll need some kind of like a 3-space fish. If I'm gonna use the goblet. Book it! 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 No! 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 Oh. I see. So even placing a small amount of fish on there will lure it over. Okay, so if I don't use it to break open stuff, I can at least use the vent there to satiate it when I don't need it to break something. Got it. Okay, that's actually good to know. Monstrous narwhal, perhaps its appetite would be satisfied by offering. Yep. I see now. So now it should be good for a minute, because it's got a goblin shark, too. God, that thing is disturbing. Alright, and it went away. Yeah, I won't need to go back to the Spontoon unless, like, I need to get a full, like, a much larger repair. And I can afford that because I've got a lot of money. Fractal ice fish. Ooh, cool. That should be enough for that space. There we go. Let's rest. Oh, that fisherman's friend really worked. Hold on. Okay. Let's go feed this thing. Leaving fish here probably attract that monstrous narwhal. What is this thing's description? Crystals of ice pierce through its body, distorting scales, teeth, and fins. Cool stuff. Very cool stuff. And there. No more fish will fit on the pile. That should keep it satisfied for at least a little while. Alright. And then to the... Nope, not here. There's the other claw.
The claw!
Alright. And that's another part. Ooh. Is that my 3-piece fish? No, it's a U fish. Lizard fish, okay. Now, let's see what this spot is about. It's in the dredging location. What's this about? Another makeshift camp constructed in the shadow of a frozen clawed hand. Someone was seeking these out. Also, I'm under the assumption that maybe this big claw here is probably a supersized version of the narwhal bear that I'm seeing. Frozen equipment. You rummage through the small pile of equipment in the snow. Most items are stuck fast in the ice, but inside a small backpack you find an old journal. Which entry do you want to read? June 2nd. Captain ordered us to make camp on the ice in the center of the lagoon. After we saw those lights in the ice, everyone got treasure on their minds. Treasure hunting isn't exactly what the expedition was commissioned for, but given the captain gets the lion's share of whatever we find, it doesn't surprise me that he's willing to bend the rules a bit. So we start digging after the camp's done. Alright, June 4th. Spent the day digging down the ice, shovels and ice picks. Can't remember the last time I was this tired. We were only allowed 2 short breaks all day. Down in the pit, as I rested my back against the ice, I started hearing something. It was different to the sounds of the picks. They were short and sharp. This was low, a rumble from deeper below. On my first break, it was occasional, only a few each minute. But my second break, it quickened, like a heartbeat. And then, June 5th. The captain overheard me telling some others about the sound I heard in the pit. Before I knew it, I was in front of his desk. Sure was about to have my pay docked. To my great surprise, he seemed to know something of it already. He was keen on hearing it described over and over. He wants me to help locate the source of it. When he pressed me on it further, I said it did seem to be coming from the east. Tomorrow, we are setting off to see if we can find it. Perhaps I shall get a bonus after it's done. Okay, and then you're probably the boats something. Forgot the full title. Placing her on to the ice. An anguished voice cries from deep within the ice.
Help me, frozen so many years. Free me. Please break the ice.
Who are you?
I am
Boatswain.
I am the boatswain. The expedition. The terror. Please break the ice.
What happened? The figure contorts through painful shapes.
We saw lights, dancing lights, dug deep. Didn't know. I heard it. The heart beating under the ice, cracking, waking. The noises in the east. I went. The captain brought him here to find it. The hand in the night. Shadow of claws.
The darkness shrinks.
I turned away. Just a moment. Pain. Claws. My back. So cold. So dark. Under the ice. Please break the ice.
I don't have the tool for that, sadly. I'll probably dredge it up at some point. I'm not really gonna bother with the trinket collections, because... Okay, so this is the dead end of it all. Yeah, no, I'm not really gonna bother about the dredge collecting, because I have literally every ship upgrade imaginable, and I have like $4,000, so I'm not worried about affording anything at this point. I kind of min-maxed it all as I was going through. But I think we have all the parts for the icebreaker now, so we can go back to the spontoon. Methinks. But yeah, really intriguing mystery that the game's building up with this. I'm going to turn on the light. Because yeah, I'm look at how fast my ship's going. Only downside is that I tend to drift a lot, which can lead to some hull damage, but again, I've got 4,000. Okay. And here we are. How is my... Okay, still fresh, rotting, fresh, stale, fresh, fresh. Okay, so these two should go. Those two can go. So I still have the south to go to. But to build new icebreakers, you need these two things. That's everything. Let me just warm up my hands a little, then I'll get started. Oh, I didn't expect that to take this long. All right, I think that should do it. The front of your ship can now break through chunks of ice. Go ahead and test it out. I'll be watching from here. No, not at night. But I do want to repair my ship. Oh, I forgot to mention, just let me know if you want temporarily remove the icebreaker. I can swap it out at any of the pontoons. Oh, that's good to know. How's about you fix my ship? What else is here? I've been looking through the schematics we found before, and there are plans here for another device too. They're for an ice shaper. That's different to your icebreaker, by the way. It's for cutting chunks of ice. If you find the missing device, I'll be able to use the machine to harvest ice blocks for refrigeration. The blocks of ice can be packed into your cargo to slow fish spoilage. Pretty handy, right? This is what the missing ice shaper looks like. That's actually pretty convenient. I mean, I never had to really deal with fish rotting on my boat, but that's pretty cool. Okay. I know my next quest, but first, I sleep. I am a mirror. All right. Icebreaker. Boom. Oh, yeah. That's the good shit. All right, so now I gotta head south in order to get the next spot. Wait. I can't tell if that's shading or if those are like frozen creatures in the ice. There's fish there. Actually, how is my fish? One's rotted, so that can go. Stale, 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 stale. Okay. I'm gonna satiate the beast real fast and then get some more fish to use for the south part. Let's do that real quick. But yes, I have the icebreaker now. Great. I actually really needed that. Come on. Oh, that's coastal. All right, there it goes. There was also a special dredge item that was this way. Hold on now. Fuck you, water spout! No! Alright, what's this? Ah! Wait, are there multiple of these? Are they all one use? Cracked at the handle, the teeth are coated in frozen blood. Okay, so they are one use. Makes sense. They probably wouldn't want you to just have one be able to break free all of the crew. God damn it. Do I want to free the captain? No, the captain's immediate here. What happens if I free him? Turn to the shard of ice.
Do not risk breaking its senses through the ice, through the shadows. No hope.
You strike hard against the center of the shard where the shadowy shape appears darkest. A deep crack chases upwards, cleaving away fragments that fall and shatter. Whoa. The structure peels open, split to its core. A glistening stone lies cradled by broken shapes, wispy threads of starlight trailing from it. You take the stone and leave. I think I did something that was a very bad idea. Alright, well, let's dock. Actually, I could use some more fish. Some that way. Alright, let's gather some more fish. And then we'll... And then we can sleep and then go south. This is awesome. I'm loving this so far. This is a very nice piece of extra content. It's very good. There's some kind of light happening over there too. All right. Yeah, just keep going this way. Thank God for my icebreaker. Oh. Hello. Okay, So that, oh, man. Free Willy went real dark. Sorry, bad joke. Ice shard. A spire of glassy ice stands in the shadow of the cliffs across the water. Someone dropped something. A monstrous visage peers from an icy tomb, placed near to the ice. A sound of anger lashes from within.
Murderer! Betrayer men! Left us here! Your sleepless god!
The voice abates.
Wait. Your shadow. It speaks. Another shape. Please, save us all. Find the axe. Undo this. The betrayer.
Who are you?
The first officer. Safety of the crew. Failed them. Should have cursed this place. Find the axe.
Undo this, the betrayer. What happened?
The men saw lights. Southern cliffs at night. Captain and I would look into. We rode alone. He was restless, sleepless. We passed walls of ice. Finally arrived. The great horn into view.
The words drift in, some carried away on the wind.
Pulled ashore quickly. The size of it, the light. Somehow he knew. Eyes were wild. He was whispering, answering. He said it chose him. Alone. Avert my eyes. Could not help. Look upon. We fought. Cold hands. An iron grip. Breathless.
Okay. What's this? What is that thing in the ice?
The shape.
The shape in the ice shrinks into itself.
I know not. The eyes open. Watching. Shadow of shadow. Through the ice. Yet more. Closed still. It cannot arise. Break the ice. Cull the heart.
Break the ice.
Must not fully awaken. The eyes. Close them. Strike the heart.
You strike hard against the center of the shape where the shadow appears darkest, deep Yep. So what is this about? The structure peels open, split to its core, glistening stone cradled by broken shapes, wispy threads of starlight. Again. You take the stone and leave. Oh, this is... That thing is fucking scary looking. What's over here? Sleeper shark. And this just leads out to open ocean. Just moving the camera, taking a survey. Okay. This is really cool. Like, full praise to this game for being able to create something like this. It's really awesome. All right. So, me thinks that perhaps by the end of the game, or not the end of the game, by the end of the DLC, I could be given some kind of choice about letting this thing wake up or letting this thing fall back asleep. So, considering that the different kinds of endings that we are allowed to have it, well, I shouldn't say allowed, the different kind of endings we can get in this game, it wouldn't surprise me if that were the matter. That can go away. I need another small fish. Never mind, I forgot that it just summons it no matter what. Splinters of ice remain. This thing would not be able to fit into... This thing would not be able to fit in one of those ice piles or one of those feeder piles. So methinks I think that maybe the sleeper shark is for one of those special fish expeditions that I had with the pontoons in the other areas of the map. That's my little guess. Ah, shit. Fucking water spout spawned on me. Ooh! I can go back to this pontoon and give this to her. Yeah, having the ability to create preserving ice blocks that you could have in your ship, that's pretty useful. But again, at the point I am in the game, I don't need it. Because, again, I'm essentially at endgame now, so I've no need for any other potential upgrades, but this quest stuff is good. Alright. Shipyard, let's repair. There. And there you go. You really found it. How on earth do you actually locate that stuff down there in the deep? Anyway, let me slot this blade in here and yeah, that seems right. I think it's ready to start cutting. Blocks of ice coming right up. That works pretty well. Here, these are on the house. Okay, so then you keep the... Yep. That's really cool. From now on, I'll be able to stock some of these ice blocks at my pontoons. Thanks, partner. Cool. All right, neat. All right. So the next thing we need to do, I need to get some fish and find the next, I forget what they're called, the thing that I was using to ship them free from the ice. I mean, they're called axes. Are they just pickaxes? I don't know. Because they're not ice picks, that's something different. You know what? I actually wonder how much a sleeper shark is worth. because this thing is really weird and different. It's stale, though. A decent amount. All right. I don't see the narwhal creature. Okay, that's where... Where have I not checked? The bleak pontoon's that way. There's something here that I haven't checked, so I may go to that. This I already checked all the way through. Okay, so... There? No, that's where I got the ice shaver. So there and there, it seems like. Let's go ahead and give some fish to the narwhal thing. But first... Come on, let me... There we go. That should be enough, I feel. Not fully, actually. But... should be enough. Okay, so this way. Is this where it is? Yes. Oh, hello, what is that? I don't know if that's anything. Alright, another ice axe. Is this anything? Yes. The translucent spire of ice stretches down into the darkness. A pulsing glow rises from the deep, illuminating 4 round sockets. Ah! That's where I'm supposed to take these. So 2 out of 4. There's another stone I'm supposed to do when I'm insane. And then that just takes me back out of the spot, and then I loop around. Okay. Ooh, special fish. Coastal. Never mind. Alright, well, since I'm here, I may as well go ahead and break this guy free. Oh, excuse me. Stretching my neck. An unnatural spire of ice stands above the snow-over equipment. Break the ice.
Silence it. You must shatter.
Strike hard at the center. Cracks away. Cracks away. Notices the shards. Ooh, ooh. Kind of want to see what that thing looks like when it's fully freed. The structure peels open, split to its core. A glistening stone lies cradled by broken shapes. Take the stone. All right. Okay, that's dredge. I thought that was fish. What was that? Wolffish. That should do it. God, the silence during all of this is easily the most unnerving aspect of this whole thing. Ooh! Oh, I popped my sternum. Okay. Let's rest, and then we can go drop off some fish at the point at the feeding spot. Only thing is, I have no idea where this fourth rock is. The fourth stone. No, you don't! No, you're not water spouting me again. Alright. Oh, it does a little sniffy. So it has lungs. Huh. Here it is. Found it. Alright, and that's number 4. Alright. Oh, there's a thing over there. What is that? What is that? That's sheet metal. Okay, that's... Okay, I know where that is. That's near the south. What's this? Oh! Game almost got me. Almost had me. Shit. Alright. I'm drifting too much. Alright, so if... Oh shit, I should have gone back and freed the guy. I think it was this way? Yeah. Okay. Ice shard, a natural spire of ice, break.
The cold sun, warmth long forgotten, no more. Break me.
Alright, sure. Take you out to dinner first, goddamn. You strike hard against the center of the shard where its shadowy shape appears darkest. And that is number 4. Oh. Oh. What? The structure peels open, split to its core. Glistening stone lies, cradled by broken shapes. I'm gonna go back, rest at the captain's resting spot, and then repair my ship and see what that was about. I feel like this may be a mid-game kind of DLC spot. Like, as I've... Because I feel like I'm blasting through this a little too quickly. Now let's rest. So yeah, now that its horn is broken, It won't wake up. I put it back to sleep. Don't want to overfish this too much. All right. We'll grab some fish to use for the bait, and then we can go to the big whale thing and grab whatever it dropped. Okay. And you know what? Wait, I thought I did have... Oh, it's supposed to be... Wait, where's the other one? It's ice. Am I supposed to have a coastal rod too? I think I am. Because, I mean, some of the fish said coastal, I think. Yeah. I have not encountered an abyssal or haddle. Yeah. So I need it. So let's get a coastal rod up here. No, not that. Storage. Actually, no, I'll sell this back. Flame of the Sky. Oh, right, that's the light. Wait, oh, that's a new light. I forgot about that. Except, I have no space for it. Like, at all. I guess pick this one up. All right. Repair. I keep trying to turn with Q and E. Every time. Fucking Baldur's Gate. Baldur's Gate's messed me up in terms of my camera movement based things. Alright, let's feed the monster and dredge up that item. Okay, yeah, I didn't think so. It's too good for rot. It's too good for the end of all things. Here, do a sniffer. All right. What have we got here? Anchorous anchor. Another sleeper shark. Nope, goblin. Alright, we'll sleep here. Oh wait, I want to see what that is. What's this? What's a wolffish look like messed up? There we go. Hinged wolffish. Ugh. All right. Let's sleep. And now that we have this thing, let me read the description on these two things, actually. Teeth interlocked through flesh to create a brutish trap. Countless yet will meet their doom in the deep. And a fragment of a golden splintered horn. Discordant buzzing fills the surrounding air. It yearns for the deep. Cast this overboard to create a reusable two-way portal to the Blackstone Isle. Oh! Oh! Hey, Combo, you're just in time. I had just done a little quest where I had to break free 4 people who had been on a expedition to this icy place in 1847. And I've now gained a portal that takes me back to the starting area. That's really neat. So I don't have to use the... Okay. But yeah, we found some shit. We found some real crazy shit here. I got an icebreaker. My ship keeps crashing into stuff because it's too fast. How have you been? How's your day going? Yeah, a lot of developments. Good, good. Glad to hear it. A char. Char, like the beloved character from Gundam. All right. Oh, Combo, you ready to see what the monster looks like in this region of the world? Let me just get all of these fish here. Because, I mean, as we've all seen in this game, there are some freaky-looking fish. Freaky-looking monsters, but... Say hello to what a Neopet would look like if it just was designed by somebody who did not care for Neopets. So yeah, that thing's whole deal is that you have to satiate it with fish at specific feeding points to break open ice, or to just have it satiated for a period of time before you have to move on with your adventure. Water unicorn? Kinda. I'd probably describe it more like... Actually, no, an eldritch Neopet probably is the best way to describe it. But yeah, it's described as a monstrous narwhal, which, I mean, makes sense. Narwhals are already pretty weird looking. Alright, so we're about to go drop those 4 stones into a area and potentially cause something to happen. I don't know what, but we'll see. I'm gonna sell that because I don't need to right now. Shipyard, because one of my things got broken. Alright. I think that's everything. But yeah, the lore behind this place is apparently that during the whole fog season that goes on, apparently this big block of ice just shows up out of nowhere. So there was an expedition that was supposed to check out what this whole place was about, and that's what these ruins are for. And these ruins are from around 100 years ago within the game's world, because this game takes place in the mid-40s. That's not the right spot. But yeah, so the expedition had apparently started digging into the ice once they started seeing some strange constellation-like shapes and lights. And through those constellation-like shapes and lights, they were like, hey, we want to get some proper dues for all the work we've been putting in on the ship. And then as they started digging, they were hearing noises out of nowhere, and the captain was really into the idea of checking out whatever this was. Like, really into it. So, yeah. I'm just kind of checking things after the fact. Alright. What have we got here? Translucent Spire, and that's 3, and this 4. The glowing light intensifies, feeding into the 4 stones. A web of light grows between them, connecting, rejoining, uniting. Oh, it's a net. Wait, really? This whole thing was for a teleporter and a net. Huh. Is that really all there is to it? I mean, some additions were made that were really cool, but I thought there'd be a more bombastic conclusion to this. Then again, I am fully fucking upgraded, so I guess it's my own fault for, Jesus, 6'3"? That's like longer than I am tall. Yeah, I guess that can't be it. Huh. Interesting. I mean, that's fine, you know, it's just, I guess it's probably my own fault because I did get into this at the end game, and I did kind of beeline, but yeah. I mean, overall, I still find this pretty enjoyable. Really cool little addition to the game. It's just, I thought there'd be like a cutscene of some sort to end everything off, but I guess not. And I mean, there's still, there is still getting all of the ice fish, but I've never been that concerned about, completionist stuff, like getting all of the encyclopedia'd fish. So let's go repair our ship. And I guess see about... You know, I never did complete the map and figure out where I'm supposed to find the treasure that's in it, so we could do that too, and maybe roll credits again. Repair. All right. Can I tell you anything? Worksite's empty. Come back for a chat. No, nothing. Storage. So this takes me back to Blackstone. Radiant Trawlnet. Strands blend through hues of the aurora, a gleaming trap of the light and dark, menacing spikes adorned by a basalt frame. You know what? Now that I've freed all of them and satiated the beast to sleeping, what happens if what happens if I just go back and take a look at this dig site? Splinters in rain? No. Frozen cabin. It's well worn from the passage of time, but you can still read the words Captain's log etched on the cover. I mean, so this is good for coastal, oceanic, shallow, and ice. That's pretty good. That's a pretty good net, but... Huh. So, we freed the 4 crewmen. That creature went to sleep and gave us a net because we freed them all. And we put... I guess there was no real... yeah, alright. Okay then, well. I think that is everything, yeah. Again, probably my own fault because I did come into this game, into this DLC with a very much upgraded ship that is, like, full speed and everything. So, nonetheless, that is a pretty cool region. I like the addition of it. It definitely adds a lot more. And the monster managing that you have to do there is a very interesting addition versus, well, I shouldn't say versus, but it's nice alongside all of the other eldritch monsters that you keep an eye on throughout the game. So, yeah, it's cool stuff. I'm always for super interesting creature designs and means of which that you're supposed to navigate them or fight them, and this game really does a good job at being different in its own fashion with that. Oh, dolphins. Okay. I was like, what was that noise? All right. So yeah, I think outside of doing the main credits again, that is the DLC. I wonder what happens if I show, can I show the collector the anchor? I doubt he'll say anything. Nothing new, I think, right? The workshop looks as though it hasn't been used in decades. Go inside. It's locked. I still can't unlock it. First from that book, what did it do to me? The book holds power from the deep. I merely extended its power towards you. Yeah, nothing. Okay. Worth a try. Yeah, I was also talking, Combo, about how a couple extra things came up regarding the game that I didn't know about. Like how, there it is. So you know that ship there? There's two versions of ghost ships that'll show up. One is slower, that one is slower and is a anglerfish. The one that's faster that you see over there is a big old shark with a glowing mouth. So both of those are capable of attacking you. So I remember seeing the anglerfish. I don't remember seeing the shark. But yeah, I'm gonna check where the other sections of that map are because I'm curious to see what that treasure is. So give me just a second. I always forget how to spell peace correctly. Alright, scraps of paper. Excuse me. Each of the scraps of paper and dredge can be found in the beaches in Stellar Basin. Oh. So they can be found in Stellar Basin. I just need to look around there. Got it. Well, let's go to Stellar Basin after we go eepy. So yeah, I guess what we'll do is we'll go for the treasure map sections, and then after that, I'll probably just do the good ending again and let the credits roll, and then we can end off. Again, I didn't expect to go through that ice section that quickly. But I guess that's what happens when you go through it all with every upgrade. I'm sorry. I could have, if I'd known. I mean, I don't know. It's intended to be done at any point, is what was described in the social media post from the devs. I just didn't expect to go through it that quickly. It's cool though. It's a very, very interesting addition, and I do really like what they did as far as the ice landscape, the fish that they added, the monster idea they had there. Just nice stuff there. I just did not expect to get through it that fast. Oh, and I learned another little fan tidbit theory kind of thing about one of the characters. So you know the researcher? Theories have come up that the researcher here is the fisherman's the fisherman's ex-wife's sister. So I mentioned earlier in the game how I kind of wanted to piece together the timeline of events regarding the messages in the bottle, and all of the letters that are written are in the perspective of the fisherman's wife. And, you know, after she had fallen into the ocean when the fisherman had uncovered the Eldritch Book, as I'll call it, there had apparently been letters written after she had died. And the researcher here might have found them, which implies... And she said, oh, that my sister had written me letters after her passing, which is really strange. And I'm like, oh, okay, so the fan theory may hold water. Or on the pun there, that she and the fisherman's wife are related. So, yeah, just a nice little detail there, and I really like it. Cool stuff. It's a very subtle story that's told here, but it's a very good one, I think. I like it. This game's very good. Okay, that's an eldritch fish spot. That's a hammerhead. Okay, so it's around the beaches is where these treasure chest pieces are. Is that a, nope, I've already been there. That's the pontoon. I love how fast my boat is. I think this is, yes, stone hums quietly. And I did learn, yeah, that I can't interact with those until I have lost a good chunk of my sanity. What the... Anchor fly. Oh! Oh, right. I completely... in my journeys through the ice, I had completely forgotten about that. Yeah, one of the things they added in an update was that they're like, hey, you can now customize your boat with different flags and paints. I completely fucking forgot about those. So now I have a flag that I can use to put on my ship, which is pretty neat. All right, we'll sleep and then we'll keep going for... We'll keep an eye out for more of those map pieces. I'm pretty certain that whatever I'll find is just gonna be, I don't know, some kind of extra treasure that I can sell for a good amount of money. But I'm curious. I always like a nice little treasure hunt in a game. It's fun. Okay, that's more fish. That's the research station. That's, I think, where I found the dog. Wait. There's some boxes scattered haphazardly on the shore. Look inside. Hey! Look at that. I think that's everything, so let's go back to the spontoon and check on the storage. I forgot if that was a hammer, if that was a crab or something. It's a crab. Okay. Storage. I'll keep these. Move that, because I'm gonna head back to the Marrows anyway. Oh. There we go. Okay, so... Hold on. I think it's supposed to read like this because north is normally the big arrow. So it's to the... It is around here. No, not there. How do I remove it? There we go. It is around here? So past the research station. Wrong direction. Past the research station. Is that it? Yes, it is. What is this? Lying beneath the surface of the water is a floating chest, held down by a chain that disappears into the sea. Open it. Yep, pay dirt. Okay, well that was worth it. And a research part, but I don't really need those right now. Well, that was a nice little excursion. Do I even still have them in my... They can go. They have served their purpose. And remove that. And let's go back to the marrows. We'll turn these in, and I can do the ending sequence again. Found a new movie I want to watch, but it's years old. No, one of the films you gotta rent. Kung Fu Hustle, one of those. Did you increase your storage? Oh yeah, my storage is huge. This is what happens when you get the maximum ship upgrade. My storage is so big. So yeah, this is what happens when you get your ship upgraded to its maximum capacity. So yeah, I have maximum ship upgrades. I have maximum on the engines. Well, as max as I could fit in terms of the engines. We are sitting strong with a good ship. But yeah, I've heard of Kung Fu Hustle. I heard that it's a good action comedy. So yeah, I know of it. I believe I saw it on Netflix a while ago. Oh, speaking of Netflix, shocker of all shockers, I watched some more Monster, and I am close to the end. I am at episode 62. Yeah, 62. I'm getting there. I only have roughly 12 or so episodes to go before I'm done. And there were some shit's getting real. Shit is getting real in Monster. It's getting to ramp up, and a lot of revelations have been displayed about characters that have... it's just been compelling stuff. I really like it. So, yeah. Monster is still good. Probably gonna be within my top like 15, top 10 animes. Potentially top 5. I don't know how it will end up ending, but I'm excited. I'm excited for that prospect. Deliver flag. So you found a scrap of fabric, eh? Let me see. Now I see why I kept talking about it. Yeah, I see why a lot of people call it one of the best drama and manga and anime of all time. It's genuinely compelling, and the characters are... I keep loving the fact that any character that gets introduced, even something that's super, like, aside, like a character that appears maybe 3 or 4 episodes at most, feels incredibly fleshed out. Minor spoilers, but there's a point where Tenma's ex-fiancé gets put into the spotlight because of information she knows about Johan, and part of that spotlight is the fact that a bodyguard gets hired to defend her, and this bodyguard named Martin, like, he shows up for about a few episodes or so, but in those few episodes, you already learn a lot of things about him. You learn, oh, he's he's kind of loose. He doesn't really like formal stuff at all. He's a badass, and he doesn't drink, and he's like, oh, I don't really care for lousy jobs and all that. He becomes incredibly compelling, and you just only see him for maybe 3 or 4 episodes. And if other works from Naoki Urasawa are like this, then I will definitely look forward to watching Pluto and 20th Century Boys, I think, is the other work. There's another. I think Billy Bat was another one that he did. So episode 69? No, I'm on episode 62. So I've only got about, 12 episodes more to go. But a lot of revelations had come up, particularly around Nina. And, like, it's so good. It's just, go watch it. Actually, I'm debating about something. Hold on. I'm gonna do a little bit of a thing. No, I didn't think so. The series was made in 2004, so I doubt that, I sincerely doubt that they would ever have those, considering that's when they started going into more digital style animation. I was checking to see if any cells from, if there were like animation cells from Monster in the same way that there are animation cells for other things, but no. Worth a look, though. That'd be awesome. Oh, yeah. Could you imagine having, like, one of the storyboards or something from one of the episodes? God, those could sell for a lot. Like, I've seen, like, in my research of debating on collecting anime cells, I've seen some cells go for a lot. Like, I think the most expensive I've seen was a shot of D from Vampire Hunter D Bloodlust, which, if you want to see painting in fucking motion, you look at that movie. I've seen a good cell from that movie cost around like $9,000. It's insanity. It'd be worth it, kind of. I don't know, but I don't know. If you're a super fan of Vampire Hunter D, I guess it'd be worth it. But yeah, considering how Monster was made in the early aughts, which is around the time where they probably did a lot more computer-based stuff, I imagine there would be no cells in existence of it, which sucks, because I would love to own one. I guess the closest thing you could possibly get is the Genga, which is the I don't know how to describe them, but they're like these pre-animation stages where, you know, when you look at a character being animated and you see different parts of the character be shaded, that's to like indicate where the shading and lighting is supposed to go. That's a Genga, I think, is the term for it. So I think that's the closest you can probably get nowadays, outside of just finding stuff from older shows that you want. Someday I'd try to go for a Trigun cell if I could help it. What can I help you with? And now I have the little... And now I've got a little anchor flag on my ship. Alright. With that done, let's do the good ending, shall we? I have the book. You've had it this whole time, have you not? It doesn't matter. Make the most of this window of lucidity. Now it is time to act. Do you still remember where it happened? In that gloomy darkness behind the bay? When you are ready, I'll point the way. I'm ready. Entering the final phase of the game. Your progress will be saved? Yes. Warning, one more time? Yes. We must wait until the night is thickest, until the ocean is as it was all those years ago. It is time. I'll point the way. Follow my light. Go and do what's right for her. Throw it back. Oh, wait, hold on. Wait. Saved at this dock. Damn it, I wanted to see if the mayor had anything new to say to me, since I am doing this, but I guess he doesn't. Damn it. I drove right into, ow. Right, this way. So yeah, the whole story of the game revolves around the fisherman just blindly kind of going through with a life that he didn't really... He lost his memories of the whole affair, but now he brought all of his memories back, and now, with it all returned after confronting the collector, we throw it back. The book struggles in your grasp, its weight somehow shifting from side to side. Silver ribbons flail pathetically against your fingers. You hold it tightly above your head, and throw it back. And with that done, we get eaten up. So yeah, it really is a tragic ending of a guy who finally righted the wrong that he did by keeping an eldritch artifact and you know, lost his wife amidst trying to amass knowledge of something, or hoard power or something along those lines. Nonetheless, yeah, that was the Dredge DLC. Overall, pretty decent. I really enjoyed myself with that. It was a very unique addition to the game. Added a lot more fish. I didn't quite have, you know, all of the fish, mind you, but they added a good amount to it. And I liked the mystery around what happened with the Arctic expedition, and yeah, it was just very nice content. And I like that the title screen is what points us all the way to the horn of the big whale-like monster, or the narwhal-like monster. So, yeah, that was the Dredge DLC. So this will be the last stream that I do for the holiday season, not for the year. I'll probably do some more streams. I'll just keep y'all posted for when I do more, but yeah, a bit of a shorter one, but that's not a bad thing. I was thinking that this would be perfect for a nice little bite-sized stream. So, yeah. Thank you all for watching. Hope you all have a good holiday season. And, yeah, I appreciate all of you a lot. And stay hydrated. Keep your postures checked, and I'll see you on the next stream. Take care, everybody.